God is telling me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting. I got a deed to the house and the less of the if you trying to do something, you gotta lead with the bounce.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wildcard Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
Hey, 10. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Out. Go.
Now a give on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
One strike. Don't jump. Ready?
They put Pickens in motion.
Right.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Slot man in motion right. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Quick hitting slant there. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Williams to the air once more. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. You good.
Throwing is Fields. Toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the...
Here we go. Sit high.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 20-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9.
EQ. Go.
To throw is Fields. His pass, caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They face 2nd down and 7. Fields now. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Yep. Here we go, son.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here we go. All right.
4th down, Fields. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. The Bills going to use the 1st of their timeouts.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Fields going to hang on to this one. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Whoa! And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 13-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Look wide. Get this one complete. To the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Bills. Extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go. And the Bills have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go.
Now Fields. There's Jefferson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
2nd and 7. Play action now for Fields. Oh, they leave Pickens all alone. It's complete. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. To throw is Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, son. Set.
Here's Fields. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down.
Angel, angel, angel. Here we go.
Now, Fields. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Tonight.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
3rd and 6.
Here we go. Punch right. Hey, can. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll run again. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, but he picks up a big gain.
A huge play just before the half. 32 yards. So we are at halftime here in the AFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Here we go. Right.
Back to throw is Fields. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown Steelers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first and 10, it's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get this across midfield. He's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
You got a mini bait. Go.
Now a second down throw for Fields. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Looking downfield for Coleman.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. He is in. Kick Okonkwo. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Here comes a return from the 5. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough. But sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves this.
In trouble, and down he goes. 1 quarter remains here in the... Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go. Good. Go.
On 2nd down, they'll run. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Fields. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Steelers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The PAT, up and good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. 1st down picked up.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll will stay on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a run going left. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Go.
Another carry for the running back. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. His kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Quick throw, taken in. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Now Williams. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. With down 3 scores, and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here we go. Right.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go, son.
Handoff here, up the middle, and some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 550. Right.
Fields now. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready?
Up the middle they go. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.